So, yeah, hope everyone's had a good Saturday, and I'm just really bad at this kind of stuff. Yeah, page 11, lesson 4. Wait a second. Am I sharing screen? No, I'm not. There we go. Okay, lesson 4, the minor scale. So we've learnt major scales, but minor scales are a little different. Firstly, their tone semitone pattern is different, and so like their notes composition is also different. Yeah, and also minor. So since it has like different notes, it also has like a different kind of like tone and sound. Yeah. So if you want, I could like put like a minor scale into like that program and you can have a listen to it. It sounds like a lot more dark and dull, I guess. So there are two kinds of minor scale, like harmonic and melodic. Well, at the moment, we are only going to use harmonic because yeah, it's good for harmonies. And what the harmonic minor basically does is that you write the minor scale with its specific like tone semitone pattern. I'll get to that later. But then you need to sharp the seventh scale degree. The seventh scale degree has a sharp on it. Okay, and now let's look at the tone semitone pattern. It's tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, and thanks to the G sharp here, this is a tone and a half. So that is a tone plus another semitone. Basically 3 semitones if you want to think about it like that. And this is another semitone. So the pattern we have here is tone. Whoops. No, wait, what? Sorry. Oh, no. Whoops. Okay, so the pattern we have here is tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone and a half. You can write it like T and a half like that, or maybe like, yeah, I don't know how else you could write it. I think the textbook does give a good. You can just write like that. I think I'll understand what you mean. So that's tone and a half and semitone. So that's the tone semitone pattern for a minor scale. Yeah. For specifically the harmonic minor scale. So from now on, I'll only introduce you to harmonic minors because for the time being, that's the only one you need to know, and that's the only one you'll need to use as well. So this is A minor. It commences on A, and it follows a tone semitone pattern all the way up to the next A. If you see something, so first remove the G sharp, okay, and then remove these two notes, cross those out. You can see that this is C major. So C, D, E, F, G, A, and then B, then C. This is G major. This is C major. So that means that A major is related to C major in some way. We call these relative keys. So what relative keys have in common is that they have the same key signature. Yeah, it's just they have the same key signature, but they might begin on a different note. So C major and A minor both have no sharps, no flats. So C major and A minor are relative major and minor. Okay, so how do we find, how do we get like A minor from C major? Answer is we count down a minor third. So recall your knowledge of intervals, and C major going down a minor third is anyone? I mean, it's already given here for you, A minor. So, and then you just write out A minor like that, but then you need to add a G sharp. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. Next. So that's like the logistics of minor scales. Yeah. So when you write A minor, you don't know. I'm not writing it on here. I'm writing it on here. Where is it? There we go. So when we write A minor, ignore that. So we have to make sure that firstly, obviously you got the right key signature. Oh, wait, what the heck? There we go. So need to make sure we got the right key signature. And then we start on A. Well, there's no key signature there. So A minor does not have any key signature. Wait a second. Let's just change to 4/4 for the sake of simplicity. Okay. And then we sharp the G. So this is not part. So it's important to remember that the G sharp is not part. Oh my god, what I do? The G sharp is not part of what's it called? The G sharp is not part of the key signature, which means that you can't put a G sharp in the key signature for A minor. No, the G sharp is added separately. I'll let you hear what the minor scale sounds like right now. Can you see this? Can you guys hear this? Okay, let's go. What am I doing? Okay, compared to A major. So this is A minor compared to A major. Okay, A major has what sharps or what flats? Anyone? Hazel?
F, T, and C.
Yep. F, C, and G. Good job. Okay, and A major. Okay, let's listen to both in succession. So the first one's A minor. And now it's A major. Can you hear the difference? Kind of. Can anyone describe the difference? Abigail, you want to try? Do you want to listen to it again? Who can think of something to like kind of describe difference between a minor scale and a major scale?
The major scale had a lot more sharps.
That's true, but like what's the difference in terms of like sound? So what we've done here is that the minor scale, it has a different tone semitone pattern than the major scale, and therefore the notes are completely changed. So they all sound different now. I mean, like it sounds different from the major scale. I mean, no, not really. Okay. Well, would you say that the minor scale feels a lot more like sadder than the major scale? Do you want to listen to it again? Yeah, kind of, sort of, not really, just a bit. Yeah. So that's my opinion on it. So does anyone want to try writing it themselves now? I'll take that as a yes. So simple task, write A minor. Okay. Grand stave, 2 octaves, using minims, mark the semitones, and what else? Yeah, and remember the leading note, like the sharp the G. What else? Two octaves ascending. And then I want you to write the tonic triad. Okay, go. Does anyone know what does anyone not know what grand stave means? Hazel. So basically, if you look at a piano stave, it has a treble clef and the bass clef. So you're writing it in both the bass clef and the treble clef, and you make sure you use both. Yeah, you make sure you use both the bass clef and the treble clef. So it's 2 octaves ascending, using minims, mark the semitones, and also write the tonic triad. Hamish and Eva, could you open your camera, please? Eva, I just sent you like a kind of like a request to start video. If that doesn't work, maybe try connecting to another camera, maybe. I don't know. I'm not the most tech savvy guy here. So remember that you need to raise the leading note by a semitone, raise the seventh scale degree. Yeah, Eva and Hamish, if you guys can't open your camera, I think like you could just send your answers, like you could just send your work to the WeChat or like through Zoom. I could check it that way.
You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I was saying it's I mean, you wrote it in just the treble clef. I mean, I'm fine with that, but like I kind of hope you write it across like both staves. But okay, yeah, so check the tone semitone pattern. It's I'll say it again. Tone semitone, tone tone semitone, tone and a half semitone. Turn. Okay. Abigail, you got the turn, semi-turn pattern confused, I think. I'll say it again. Turn, semi-turn. Turn, semi-turn. Turn and a half, semi-turn. And Hazel, it's very blurry, but okay. See, that's why I told you to write it in the grand stage, so that way you don't have to use too many larger lines above. You can go into the base. Okay, I'm not sure like whether you guys understand. Yeah, understand grand stage correctly. So, wait a second. Let me just change. Stay. Where is, oh, it's annoying. It's very annoying. Wait a second. Oh, okay. How do I change it to, that's very weird. Why do I change it to a, okay, I'll just start a new file. Oh, there we go. He's so annoying. There we go. Okay, here's the grand stage. So what I kind of wanted to do was oh, what? Okay. So start at the A down here. Wait, this key signature is annoying. Can I do no key signature? You don't know I can't. Never mind. I'll just go with like the longest possible key signature here. So just to like make it, I guess, realistic. So what I basically want to do is 1, then here you can swap over.
I can't see the screen.
Oh, sorry, I'm still showing the whiteboard, aren't I? There we go. Here's what it's meant to look like. Oh, no. And then you just start here. And that's how the grand stave works. So you can write scales from the bass clef all the way up to the treble clef. Wait a second. Eva, oh, you got your camera open. Awesome. So you can show me your stuff. I don't have to open something else for you. That's good.
I didn't do that. I did the treble clef on top of the bass clef.
I'm not sure what exactly you mean, but if you show me, I think I'll be able to help you. Wait a second. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I understand, like, the grand stave might be something new for you guys. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, did you mark the tones and semitones? I want you guys to really observe A minor carefully because, like after this we'll be learning E minor and D minor, and they're all based on the same pattern, obviously, as well. Well, I mean they have different key signatures, but they still have yeah, you still find some similarities with A minor. um Semitone, tone and a half, semitone. And yeah, it's pretty good, except your bass clef looks a little wrong. Yes, there we go. Yeah, good. Good job. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. So after the turn and a half, there is another semitone. The pattern is turn, semitone, turn, turn, semitone, turn and a half. Then there's another semitone. I feel like we're wasting a bit of time, so I'm just gonna move on. And since like Abigail's already finished, yeah, well, I think everyone, yeah, I think everyone's finished actually. So minor scales of E and D. So every major scale has a minor scale with the same key signature. As I said, these are called relative keys. And to find a relative key from a major key, you have to go a minor third down. So if we had G major and we go down a minor third, what is that? We call intervals.
D.
No, it's not D, not quite. A minor third. If you want to think about it like that, if you go up a major six and then put that note down an octave, is the same as going down a minor third. So what I'm saying right then is that if you go up a major sixth, it's E. That means going down a minor third is also E. Okay, and what's the correlation between major sixth and minor third? So what's the correlation? Okay, I'll show you. 6 and 3 as inverted chords will always add up to 9. And the major will always turn into minor. Okay? So, yeah. Minor third below G is E. And what about a minor third below F? Anyone? If you want to, you can also count 3 semitones down. It has the same, yeah, it does the same thing. I'm still waiting for an answer. What's the minus below F?
D.
Yeah, finally. That took a very long time. So, yeah. So the relative minor of G major would be E minor, and the relative minor of F major would be D minor. So that means since E minor is a relative key of G major, it means they have the same key signature, so an F sharp. And then you just start from E, and then you build the scale with the tone semitone pattern. And then remember, you still have to raise the leading note. Okay, so yeah, not much here. So let's look at E minor carefully. The tone semitone pattern is tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone and a half, and semitone. Sorry, that goes there. So it still follows the same pattern. All minor scales do follow this pattern. Okay. E minor. I don't know much to say about it. So I also want to take a look at wait, let's go over D minor first, actually. So D minor, so counting down from F, the relative minor key is D minor. It would have one flat, and you also need to sharp the leading note again. So what does this look like? It looks like oh god, I have this grand statement now. So okay, you know what? I'll just do it with the grand statement. It doesn't really matter. So D minor, yeah. I'll write it down here actually, since I don't really want to waste space. Wait a second. Let's get there we go. There we go. So D minor, starting the bass clef. And then we need a C sharp. Let's continue. Oh. And then another C sharp. And finally, to top it off. So D minor here, 2 octaves ascending. We have a key signature. Oh, where am I? There we go. Key signature of B flat, same as F major. As well as a C sharp. Remember, you can't put the C sharp in the key signature. That's the C sharp stays separate in itself. Okay, let's mark out the tones and semitones. Pattern, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone and a half, semitone. Let's keep going. Turn here, turn, semitone, turn, turn, semitone, turn and a half, semitone. Does that make sense? So I want to look at the tonic triads of E minor and of A minor, E minor, and D minor. So yeah, let's write all of them out. So here's the tonic triad of okay. The tonic triad of this is an extra chunky tonic triad over 3 octaves. Hooray. Oh my god, what did I do? Okay. That was good. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So that's an extra chunky A minor tonic triad over 3 octaves. So basically, you know, I'm deleting that. Sorry. Okay. Did anyone hear that? Like pretty sure everyone heard that. Just remove that. That's being very annoying. Yep. I'm removing part of those. Okay. So A minor. We're making our tonic triad out of the tonic, the 3rd scale degree, and the 5th scale degree. And it sounds like this. Yeah, with the bass line. But like without the bass line, it sounds like this. Okay. No play arounds now. This is the tonic triad of A minor. What happened? Sounds a lot gloomier, right? Okay, and now let's do the tonic triad of E minor. Sorry, I'm just deleting that. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that's E minor. And finally, oh, that's annoying. Okay, and finally, D minor. Let's listen to all of them. Minor tonic triads sound a lot gloomier than, for example, major tonic triads. Oh, okay, major tonic triads sound like this. Okay, let's do D major, which sounds like this. D major tonic triad sounds like, and then the A major tonic triad sounds like, that's annoying. Okay, and here's the A major tonic triad. Okay, I'll play all the minor triads. There we go. That's major, and that's major. Do you think you could tell the difference from a major triad and a minor triad just by listening to them? Well, I mean, the answer is yes, but do you think you could? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Do it all again, just one more time, just to get a good feel of it. It's minor, that's E minor, that's D minor, the next is D major, and this is A major. Yeah. Okay, so that's out with it with triads, and now you are going to write E minor and A major. So, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, So now, write E minor, grand stave. I want to make sure that you are writing it over the entire grand stave. So use the bass clef and the treble clef, like the example I gave like just then. Grand stave, 2 octaves, ascending in crotchets, and mark the semitones, and write the tonic triad at the end. And then write D minor, the grand stave, 2 octaves descending in quavers. Mark the semitones and write the tonic triad. This should probably take us until the end of this should probably take us to the end of the class. So that's your task. Go, go, go.
What are you going to write again?
Oh, it's on the whiteboard.
I can't see.
Let's try again. Can you see it now?
No.
Do you want me to take a screenshot and send it in the chat if that helps?
Yes, please.
Okay. So in the chat. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Why can't I get it straight from Okay. Zoom is being stupid. Why can't I just get it from my okay, you know what? I'll just type it in the chat. It's just a couple of sentences. Not really that much of a big deal. So, oh my god. There we go. I'll copy all that and then I'll put it all into the chat. Okay, so it's all in the chat now. Who just came in? Oh. Eva, why do you have 2 accounts? Okay, I can see that. I can see on that better. Yeah, it's good. Is anyone finished? I mean, no. Okay. Hazel. Okay, that's not quite how the grand stave works, but I wouldn't let you. It's all right. I wouldn't let you redo it. Okay. Do we need another demonstration on how the grand stave? Yeah, Hazel, that's very good, by the way. It's all correct. Aside from like the grand stave thing's a little wonky. I might just look at this. This is the grand stave, and we write our scale over both the bass and the treble like that. So once the bass becomes too high, you switch to the treble clef. But then when the bass is doing that, the treble clef has rest. When the treble clef is doing its thing, the bass clef has rest. That's how it works. Hazel, something to remember for next time. From now on, since we've learned how to write scales in 2 octaves, yeah, we'll be using a lot more grand stave. But yeah, Hazel, if you don't have anything else to ask me, you can leave. Bye. Yep, Hamish, that's yeah, it's good. Hey, by the way, is that like an iPad or like an interactive tablet or something? Because I would really like to have one of those. Is anyone else finished? Um, okay. So you might have got the grand stave confused a little as well. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, just wait a second. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. You did the grand stave perfectly because I was looking at that because yeah, that's fine. And with the grand stave, it's also important that you have like this bracket. When you are on the grand stave, you need this bracket. It means that the treble and the bass they're played together, so someone doesn't accidentally end up separating the treble from the bass. So that bracket there is pretty important. If you don't have anything else to ask me, you can just go now. See ya. Um, I think you're starting. Wait a second. Okay. I feel like you might have mistaken some of the bass clef notes. So if you can just check those bass clef notes. Hamish, that's my Hamish. Yeah. Abigail, are you nearly finished?
I'm on D minor.
Okay, great. Um, yes, but still not quite Hamish. Um, remember, so with the bass clef, use like the bass clef, like the F as your reference note. Remember, the F on the bass clef is on the second line from the top. Oh, Hamish, what instruments do you play again? You don't seem very familiar with bass clef.
Oboe.
Ah, okay, yeah, they don't use bass clef like at all. So yeah. Yeah, so you're very good with treble clef, like as I can see, but with the bass clef, you might need to do a little more work on it. So yeah, but when you're confused about bass clef, the second line from the top is an F, and yeah, you have to remember the bass clef, it curls around the second line, and you have to remember that second line is F, and then from that F you can just figure everything else out. Ah, there we go. Much better. Yep, perfect. You are done. Bye, Hamish. Wow. You accidentally wrote 3 octaves. Hooray. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Thanks, Abigail. See ya. Bye.